Well, hey there team, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to some more Vagrus, and we're at the start screen, because today is the day that we actually switch gears and we're going to play the main campaign proper. If you caught the last episode, you would have noted I cracked the sads a little bit. It's not like I had a full-blown tantrum, but we came up against what I would call terrible writing, at least mechanically. The substance of this, I suppose the artistic nuance of the writing in this game is phenomenal, but from a video game choice structuring perspective, people use the term railroading, which is close. I don't know if I could come up with a better term, but where it was giving us options, but they were false options. It was like you can refuse to help this dude because he's a dick, and then it still puts you back on path. You should check it out if you missed it, because I think we had a pretty interesting discussion on the back of that. And I think that the problem is the option should never have been there before. If you're not going to let me actually say no to something, then don't pose the question in the game. It's not that the world is unfair. It's that the actual writing structure of the guy on the keyboard is unfair. Anyway, we got to jump across into the main game eventually. There's probably still some more tutorial mechanics that I haven't learnt, but that's okay. We're going to do it now. I had a brief look at this once on my own, like off camera, and it's a different beast. There's a character creator, and from what I understand, it plays more like Battle Brothers or something, except managing a caravan, as opposed to the prologue thing, which is very much tightly narratively on a rail. Anyway, without further ado, let's get into it. Dissonance mode, what is that? Tailored more towards a narrative experience. Less challenging, get out of here. No. Pump me, buddy. Pump me, daddy. Nothing beside remains round the decay of the colossal wreck, boundless and bare, the lone and level sand stretched far away. Ozymandias. Right, okay, cool. It's appropriately glum. Let's get into it.
Ah, yes.
Oh, that's right. I was going to say, I thought I recognised that. Tell us your tale, old man. I'm not interested.
Savvy. Always
don't want your ghost stories, old timer. Create your Vagrus. Let's go, boys. Human. Dwarf. Oh, Chad race. Likely what we're going to be. Half elf. Yuck. Disgusting. Orc. Okay, maybe. It's a bit weird. I don't really understand being able to play orcs. Generally speaking, orcs are a stand-in for the bad guys. For the most part, I know you can do nuance, but for the most part, they're just black and white bad and evil, and they exist as an antagonistic force, not necessarily to be nuanced. I never really understood the idea of playing an orc. You probably shouldn't blur that line, because the orc's existence is a construct of just adversity. Anyway, dark elf, disgusting. Hey, let's go an edgy elf race, except we'll go My Chemical Romance. We'll go even more fucking emo. No, demonkin. These people that play as elves with bows and arrows and that. It's like, God, unbelievable. That's your fantasy, is it? All right, so dwarves. It's not even a decision. Here we go. The mighty dwarven kingdom of Dvendar Thar was the greatest ally of the Empire before the calamity, and gifted humans most secrets of metal and stone. Yeah, because they're chads. Dwarf technology was a true marvel, and the line of inventor kings governed the kingdom into a golden age of progress. When the calamity struck, most of Dvendar Thar was cursed and destroyed in a conflagration of fire and lava, as the great mountains that they were built upon, and into erupted. Built upon and into erupted. I understand. Sorry, team. The several thousand survivors of the cataclysm became a wandering people, at the same time coveting and hating the technology that they think led to their downfall. Oh, that's kind of interesting. Their former merry and progressive nature turned into bitterness, pragmatism, and cynicism. For all intents and purposes, dwarves are a dying race. Well, all the more reason to represent. Stocky and sturdy, dwarves are a hardy folk Men almost always grow beards. Yes. Or mustaches. Dwarven gadget item. Evaluate and tough. Nice. Let's go. Select your background. A veteran? Well, I mean, I am a veteran. It's a bit boring, isn't it? Just role-playing as whatever you are. Adventurer. That's kind of cool. Artisan. You used to craft goods and sell them for a living. Criminal, loaded, criminal, whatever. I'm not interested in being a criminal. Labourer. Used to be a manual worker or a slave. Oh, yeah, maybe. Slaver. Maybe not this time, though I love all that. I'm not allowed to be these sort of things. I can't be a savage. Savage dwarf. Let's go labourer, right? I was on the pickaxe, boys. I was swinging in the dwarven mines. Well, actually, no, it's been a while since we were proper miners, right? Oh, whatever. We'll just go there. Prospecting. Yeah. You can't keep a good dwarf down. I found a way in my headcanon to swing on the rocks. Select your calling. Trader, mercenary, seeks work dangerous jobs, hunt bounties or even raid camps. Nah. Explorer. No, I want trader. That's to me the draw of this game. I'm going to lean into the merchant thing. You are a traveling merchant, a nomadic trader interested in transporting goods, news, and people to the faraway reaches of the Empire for profit. Yes, let's do that. Yes. Select your ambition. Wealth. You have 10 in-game years to complete this goal. Free play. No victory condition. You can only win the game if you change your ambition later. Renown. Oh, and knowledge is coming in a future release. I thought we were in full release. What are you doing, game? No, wealth makes more sense, right? Yeah, okay. This is giving me some Sunless Sea vibes. Sunless Skies. Another great game. All right, now we got to pick all our starting doodackies, right? So I've got Traverse. That's cool. Prepare. Oh, command. In crew combat. To grant power to companions in combat. Let's go with command. Strong commanding type. We got here beast lore, knowledge about animals and beasts. That sounds cool. I want that. Maybe I don't want command for leadership. Maybe I'll get more of these. History. Oh yes, no, yeah, I'm a scholar of history. That sounds pretty cool. And I'm tough. Tough and mighty. How do you not be mighty? Nice. What else we got? Prospecting, a little bit of that. Yeah, okay. Skulker. No. Oh, engineering. You got to get that. You got to get that. Oh, maybe I will get command. I've only got 2 points left. What can I do with that? What if we have a bit of savvy, eh? And navigation. Oh yeah, a bit of nav. That sounds good. Okay, I guess I could have upgraded those. Whatever. All right, sounds good. Into select a portrait. Oh, they all look kind of the same. This bloke looks all right. This bloke will do. Enter your name. Gronk. As if there was ever a choice. There we go.
Curious.
Yes.
I am humbled to have made your acquaintance, good master. I am sure that many great adventures await you on your journeys. It was an honor talking to you, good master.
Yes.
These old bones are aching, and I must rest now. Oh, yes. Perhaps we will talk in the morning. Perhaps we will. May the gods guard your sleep.
No worries. Get some rest, old man. This world is cruel. Sleep slowly but steadily begins to overwhelm you. Is it the late hour, the exhausting journey, or the mesmerizing voice of the old man? You faintly recall stumbling to your tent and crawling inside. Then it is only darkness. All right. Yeah, cool. My mouse pointer's gone. Okay. Nice. Oh, here we go. A new day has started. 1 insight awarded for discovering Southern Jagged Waste. Okay, that's cool. Everything's 7s across the board. We've got some food. Got some chads. Offensive chads. Very good. Nice. Okay. The beginning of a great adventure team. Morning creeps up quietly on the arid wasteland. You wake up and step out of your tent and into the crisp air, yawning, stretching, and blinking in the orange light of the rising sun. The fiery orb's warm rays are welcome, in stark contrast to how you all will feel in a few hours. Your crew, groggy, still after an early start, shambles around the camp, busy with their chores. Some of them are still huddled around their dying fires. You look at the horizon to the north and find it empty against the morning haze. Yet you know that beyond that jagged line, the way station of Kernak awaits. A short stop on your way to a proper city, less than a week of trudging through the plains, and you reach Torzag's shelter. You hope to rest there and find much needed work. In fact, this was the reason you took the Comitatus north, to Terra Supra, the lands beyond. New opportunities. The previous Vagrus of this travelling company perished several weeks ago, and even though you worked for her only for a few months and are indeed quite new to this wandering business, the crew elected you to take her place because she trusted your abilities. Morning, Vagrus. One of the guards walks up to you and draws you out of your reverie. That old geezer you talked to last night is about to leave and wanted to say goodbye before he does. You nod and head for the campfires. You find the old storyteller in the process of packing his meager equipment while whistling a tune. I'll talk to the old man, we can do that. You clear your throat discreetly. Thank you for coming, good master, the old man says, fiddling with his sling bag. I will not go to Torzag's shelter with you. My path leads elsewhere. I am grateful for you letting me travel with your Comitatus, yes, and I hope I've earned my keep. Because he has no coin nor anything of value when you came across him in the middle of nowhere 3 days ago, you allowed the old man to travel with you and eat from your stores in exchange for entertaining your crew with stories along the way. And true enough, no hour has passed since without a tale being recited by the strange fellow. He even made an effort to entertain you while sitting at your campfire last night. Be that as it may, you allowed him to tag along as an act of kindness. The old man turns to you and smiles innocently. I may be able to repay you more properly by giving you some advice, eh? If you don't mind me saying, good master, you are only starting your venture as a Vagrus, and perhaps you could use such wisdom. Alright, hey, costs me nothing to listen, right? Alright, first off, there are a lot of rumours going around in a city as great and as grim as Torzag, but even in smaller settlements too. Listen to these, for there's often truth to such talk and gossip. There's often such truth to such talk, and gossip can guide you to your business opportunities, valuables, or interesting places. Often fresh news is the most valuable commodity you can possess, especially until you have a sizable cargo hold to haul large amounts of goods across the wasteland. If I were you, I'd find some work as soon as possible, preferably something your crew can manage without much difficulty, perhaps from one of them trading houses. You could also find some passengers who are willing to pay for the security your Comitatus can provide, yes? Almost every Manzio has folk looking for travelling companions. What is this? What is that? Manzios are great inns in towns or cities built by House Comitati and other groups of travellers. Okay, cool. So it's like an inn, right? The old man scratches his scraggly beard thoroughly. Before setting out, it is best to decide what your destination will be and prepare accordingly. Wandering around aimlessly in the wasteland is a sure way to get killed or to starve, good master. Yet one's chances are better when the burden can be shared with trusty companions. I'd start looking for such folk as soon as I'm in a big city. There is a man I know in Torzag, now that I think about it, who could help you with such matters and more. You tell him that you are listening. The chap is called Braxius. Strange fellow, really, not only because of his peculiar lineage. You'll see. He runs a shop, yes, and he'll buy any trinkets off of you that you do not need any longer. He may sell you something useful too, who knows? I'm just remembering now, he once sold a Gavranian wood talisman to an orc mercenary who the old man stops abruptly when he notices the expression on your face. He smiles apologetically. Where was I, good master? Ask him where you can find this man called Braxius. Braxius's shop, just east of the Calrish market, in a small street that has a dark stone statue of Mercatus over a fountain. Best of luck. Ifrons be with you, good master. I'd better go now. You thank him and wish him well. You tell him to get lost. No, I was thanking him. He seemed harmless and friendly. You watch the old man as he walks away alone and into the wasteland. It is time to set out. Torzag's shelter is waiting, but before that, it would behoove you to visit Kernak Way Station. Only about a day's travel to the north. You could obtain much needed supplies and news there, maybe even find work, who knows? You set out across the wasteland. Holy heck, okay, game. I pressed a button I shouldn't. I pressed W, and apparently W opens that. Okay, can I use arrow keys? I cannot. I can't move the map at all. Oh, hang on. So it fades out. Hang on, let's bring up this bigger map. So it hitches a little bit to load. I don't know what's that about. You would think that this thing would be pretty well optimized, right? Holy jeez, shit. That's okay. So our map was like there. Oh my goodness gracious. Goodness gracious me. Oh, hang on. There's a Vernum. And the Molten Tongue. And where's Scrap Heap? Kelbur? Maybe it was up here. I can't see it. Okay, maybe I have to discover it because Vernum's like a capital. All right, so we're like a bazillion years away. And there's Torzag's shelter up here on this sort of northern road, and there's Kernak Way Station. That is cool. Okay, you can see the road sort of there. Cool. And there's Kernak's by the look of it. Okay. I guess off we go, right? Enter Scout. Oh, what's Scout? Ah, look at this. Resort direction. I'm not interested in any of that nonsense. Let's go in there. Enter. The Comitatus descends into the great basin that shelters Kernak Way Station from the worst of the jagged waste's dust and rock storms. Even at this distance from the walled compound, you can see that the outpost is vastly overcrowded. Dozens of Comitati and literally hundreds of travellers swarm the confines of Kernak Station, which is now surrounded by makeshift camps and improvised mancios. Oh, okay, so like, it's sort of like a camp, the Mancio, because it did say it was set up by Comitati. So, okay, cool. Okay, cool. You arrive at the gate. A pair of gruff-looking mercenaries walk out to meet you and give you half-hearted hail. Give you a half-hearted hail, surely. The first one to speak is a tall, lean, tainted fellow, armed with a barbed spear. Gotta say, you folk just keep popping up like wraiths around a rotting corpse, he says heavily. All right, move your ass over there and try to settle in without a fuss. He points to a large area outside of the low stone walls, just northwest of the way station itself. Comply quietly. Ask what's up with his attitude. What? No, I mean, I guess maybe he will help explain, but let's just go with it for the moment. You nod to the mercenaries and lead the Comitatus to the designated spot. The crew strikes camp and everyone is settled in after a quarter of an hour. Time to explore. Kernak Way Station, which is an encampment. Sheltered in an arid basin, surrounded by stone walls and guarded by grim mercenaries, Kernak Station provides all the illusion of safety most travelers crave. Yet a quick glance at the many signs of past destruction tells a tale of raiders, rock storms, or worse. Despite rebuilding time and again, it is not long before the jagged waste claims this place for good. Right, so we've got some stories here. We've got we've got supplies, bright kelp, bone, less sturdy than ivory. Consult price history feature for known market prices. Right, we've got chitin, coal, coffee beans. This is so cool. Okay, so if I pull this up, Kernak Station, 0 days old. Can only be used if you have the required standing with at least one faction present in both your current location and the selected settlement. Unable to mark. Right. So we have no idea what the regional comparisons are. Display price full, display difference. That is cool. And if we manage to get connections in 2 cities, it looks like we might be able to remotely refresh it, which that could be big. That could be very big. We've got metals, all sorts of different trade goods. Nice. We're going to have to create our own trade thing, and presumably this all changes over time as well. Is anything like really expensive? Oh, look, hang on. 3 silver for bronze? Wow. And you can sell it for fuck all. Oh, dragon bone. Bones of dragons? Holy dooly. Holy dooly indeed. Okay. Cargo, we've got equipment, awnings, guard animals. Okay, these are very expensive investments. Okay. Now this is the encampment. Okay, so we could buy more workers, fighters, scouts and slaves. Beasts. Dude, Beast of Burden is 25 silver. How much do we even have? 15. That's nuts. Oh, we got the lizards and we got the horses as well. Okay, cool. Looks like the lizards are sexier. More expensive. Oh, but maybe slower? Okay. Trade routes blocked. Oh, this is rumors. So I can pay like 3 sort of silver. Bros. Lurg. And changes. Changes. Very cool. And it's a 10-to-1 conversion. And then we've got passengers here. Travelers turn back from the south. Torzag shelter. Take. Trade news. Receive local news. Oh. News refreshed. Rest. Passengers. We don't have passengers, but we've got crew. Okay, cool. Rumors. This is so good. I love it. Okay. Trade routes blocked. Might this be an opportunity in disguise? Let's look into this. Where's my rumor? Where's my rumor? What if I pull the map up? Can I just close this window? If I go exit, I hope that doesn't mess with things. Deputies. Chart. Alright, the rumor didn't put anything on the map. I must have like a quest log. Cargo, companions, deputies. Oh, it's this here, this red book. Hang on. Ambition. Pawnbroker. Visit the shop. Rumors. Here we go. I found it. Kernak Way Station is abuzz with traders who now have a lot of unsold merchandise on their hands due to the blockade down south. They say that wine might fetch an especially good price up north. Maybe we buy some vino. What do we reckon? What do we reckon? Okay. What's this button? Oh, that's okay. Okay. Is there a search button? There's no. Okay, but it's all alphabetical. Wine. 69. Oh, we've already got luxury. We got luxury wine. Huh. You know what? Let's just. Let's buy some wine. 3, 4, 5. That'll do. We'll just buy 5, just to play. Now we're involved. Okay, supplies. We've got how many days? 8 days of food. Okay, that's probably okay. Okay. And passengers going to Torzag's shelter. Let's take them with us as well. They're going to cost 2 food. What does that mean? Okay, we'll take the passenger. Travelers turn back from the south. Crew. Oh, that must be their consumption. Oh, it's only 2? That's not so bad. Because this must calculate it automatically. Okay, that's fine. All right, now let's look at this story. The guarded compound. Travelers gather here to enjoy a little rest before leaving Kernak. The whole compound is crowded with people. Travelers, comitatus, crews, vagrants, mercenary warbands, trading house agents, smugglers, prostitutes, thieves, and of course beggars. The largest stone building housing the tavern is filled to the brim with customers, so much so that you cannot get inside for a drink. Luckily, they had the sense to set up a bar outside too, and the kitchens try to serve as many of the clientele as possible. This sounds exciting, sounds like a good place. Should you be into jackra meat steaks or fried horv lava, that is. The noise and the stench of sweat and booze make you feel like you were in a war camp. Oh yeah, it's like, yes, right at home. Asking around, you hear of several organizations looking for transportation of goods and personnel. What's this? Now, why does it say that? Your story is in alignment. Talk to the agents of factions looking for someone to haul goods and take passengers. That sounds like a good idea. We should do that. A quick survey of the options reveals several factions that are willing to pay for you for hauling their cargo and taking some people to Torzag's shelter to the north. There are the agents of a trading house trying to cut losses, as well as a bunch of shady fellows, probably smugglers, who promise that you will not regret taking them and their stuff to the great city. Another group, some pilgrims who wanted to reach a shrine in the south, now wish to turn back toward the shelter. Last but not least, there is a company of foreign merchants from the Dragonlands looking for a new market. Whoever you choose, you will not be able to strike a deal with another group, and you will have to make sure that the goods and passengers arrive at their destination safe and sound. The trading house agents, the smugglers, religious pilgrims. I believe the religious pilgrims are the guys that got brought back, right? Turned back. Make a deal with the agents of trade. Yeah, the religious pilgrims. Group of some pilgrims wanted to reach the shrine south. Okay, that sounds good, because there were already some people knocked back. We'll take another batch with us. The deal is struck fairly quickly, as the pilgrims are getting very eager to leave and reach Torzag's shelter. There are 8 of them, all grim members of the Church of Surgorod. Oh, we know that church. They also carry a sizable cargo of sacrificial wine that they were originally taking to a shrine in the far south. As per the agreement, you have to travel to the city without unnecessary delay, and they will add their remaining supplies to your stores when you arrive. You will be handsomely compensated when you reach the shelter's gates. You will load the goods upon leaving Kernak. Make sure you have 2 empty cargo slots for their goods before leaving. Okay. Cargo slots. I think we'll be alright. Eat, drink, and chat with travelers. Let's do that. Let's get some more lore going, alright? After ordering a mug of mushroom ale and some food, you sit down on a bench under dusty awnings and take a look around. There are all kinds of people here. Ferocious-looking orc mercenaries arm wrestle at a long table nearby, laughing out loud at bawdy jokes. A tainted woman juggling knives with 6 long, 3-jointed arms. Intimidating dragonkin warriors in colourful steel armour. Tarkian traders lounging on large pillows around a small portable table with cups of coffee and a hookah. A dwarf selling scavenged junk from the back of a tumble-down cart. Even weird insect people you have never seen before, chittering away in their melodious language. There are some other Vagri you can talk to and soon learn the reason for the state of this place. Apparently the Imperial legions have closed off the only passage through the Cepus Mountains in the south not too long ago, turning back anyone and everyone on both sides. This plunged the travel plans and business enterprises of many into utter chaos. People suspect that this is a reaction to the strange earthquakes several weeks ago and the terrible windstorms that have followed. The winds have been crazier than usual ever since, and many people engulfed by them complain about having nightmares and constant headaches. Oh, wow. Ask if there's available work. We're pretty good for work at the moment. That's cool. Ask around about the blockade. A small pot-bellied swarthy bandul man, reputedly a spice trader, tells you the tale of his encounter with the soldiers at the pass just several days ago. They told him that a new senatorial decree forbids anyone except military personnel passing through the mountains from either direction due to concerns for their safety. No further explanation was given, as it looks like a small army had joined the garrison at the Twin Towers, the forts guarding the pass. The legionnaires mean business too, pal. The Bandul trader waved his hand dismissively. I don't advise going down there and playing tough. It's clear that the Imperials truly and well shat themselves for some reason, and I doubt they will ever tell you the real reason why. Oh. The blockade has caused a great uproar and will surely continue to do so when more and more people realise that they are practically cut off from the lands and provinces to the south. Hardest hit are the Vagri, such as yourself, who now have to rethink their destinations entirely. Something else? That's enough for the moment. Leave the compound. Okay, cool. So we're pretty much set and ready to go. You are ready to leave Kernak Way Station behind. The people you have agreed to transport along with their cargo to Torzag shelter eagerly await you at the gate of the compound. Load the cargo. Plus 40 wine. Right. After your crew loads the cargo, your new commis take their place along the line and on the carts. They remind you that going anywhere else other than Torzag's shelter renders your agreement null and void. Oh, okay, well, we better bloody hold to it, hey? Cool. And that's sort of where we're at. I think I can actually manually save, so that's good. Nice. All right, that went on a little bit longer, but all good. So we're into it now, into the meat of potatoes. And I'm pretty pumped, to be honest. I'm very much rekindled and excited and curious, and this whole, the South being locked off, that's all very fascinating, isn't it? Like how much south? It means south of, this pass here, the Twin Towers. So maybe you could go around here if you're feeling ballsy. You could run oh yeah. I bet that's a bad idea. The serrated maze, it doesn't sound good. It doesn't sound very healthy at all. All right, cool. We're into it. Team, thanks again for joining me. Might just leave it there for the time being, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.